Sisters in Success, the My Time Is Now Summit 2018 brings together female entrepreneurs, leaders, and influencers to teach others about growing their businesses. Joining us is the summit producer, Sinita Wells. Sinita, you have an interesting background.
Yes.
You've traveled a little bit.
Yes.
And it kind of all brought you back to St. Louis. You want to talk about that a little?
Well, I'm born and raised here in St. Louis, but I will say that I'm like a Midwest Western girl. I lived half of my life in California, and I lived half of it here too. So, yeah, I've been a few places.
And you know, you're this uber businesswoman. You've done real estate. You've done some things. What did you learn that you took to California from Missouri that helped you have that success? And then what did you bring back that you now want to share?
The biggest thing that I took to California was just being open, because I had never been there before. I went when I was 12. And the biggest thing I brought back was diversity, because California is so open. And St. Louis is, you know, kind of black and white, you know. So going to California allowed me to be able to be open to having other experiences and knowing how to deal with other different things besides just one or two things.
So how do you infuse that attitude, that spirit, that mentality into what you're trying to teach these women who are starting their businesses?
When you are an entrepreneur, you deal with all types of personalities. You deal with all types of people coming from different backgrounds, having different fears about jumping into entrepreneurship. And so being able to have just knowing how to be able to deal with different people and different personalities allow you to be a better coach, a better influencer, a better like-minded leader stepping into the entrepreneur realm.
And so you put together this program that helps women get their businesses off the ground. And you kind of bring it all together so what you do comes to life at this summit.
Right.
Talk a little bit about what you do for women.
So the goal for me is to provide new and emerging entrepreneurs the foundation to their business. A lot of times we step out into the entrepreneurship realm with a passion. I want to do this thing because I'm passionate about it, but then we don't have a plan. And so we have to understand that we have to lay a solid foundation first, and then you can build on top of that. A lot of us lay a foundation of quicksand, and so we build, then we sink, we build, and we sink. So the goal is, for me, is to teach and train women, to coach women to lay a solid foundation first, and then you can build your business on top of that.
What are some of those key elements of a firm foundation?
A firm foundation consists of a clear brand message. What is the brand message that you really are relaying out to the people? And really understanding who you are and how you want to show up. Don't feel like you got a copycat because everybody else is doing this thing or doing it this way. Understand who you are as a person, and then you will be able to communicate that out into the space. And then also having clarity around what that looks like. Who is it that I'm serving? What skills do I have that I can, you know, really present and really stick to? Sometimes we have multi-passionate things we want to do, but that doesn't mean that everything should be a business.
Right. Well, what do you do with a woman who comes to you and says, all right, I want to do this? And they should probably not be doing that. What do you say to that?
Well,
woman?
that's part of the process. That's part of the process of dissecting what that looks like. So you may be multi-talented, but what is, I like to call, the lowest hanging fruit? What is the lowest hanging fruit that we can get up and grab right now that will allow you to start to build a business that is going to actually bring you money? Like, we can...
You have to make money?
Yeah, you have to. Lo and behold, isn't that something? You have to make money doing this thing. Right. And so we want to start there. We don't want to go all the way to the top of the tree and then try to figure out how to do that thing. What's the lowest hanging fruit right now that people need?
All right, so you put together this amazing summit. We're going to take a break, but when we come back from the break, let's talk about the summit and what women can expect to get out of it and some of the really exciting things that are going on at the summit.
I'm so excited about it.
Stay with us at STL Live. We'll have more with the Sisters in Success Summit and Sinita Wells after this break.